Hello guys and girls, welcome to another video. My name is Rodgon and I am an artist and an illustrator, and today we are going to be talking a little bit about inspiration. Well, I am also going to be doing a little time-lapse video about Lord Voldemort because lately I've been watching a lot of Harry Potter and I just felt inspired to draw something from that world. So let's talk inspiration. That is the name of the game today, and we're going to be ranting a little bit about it. So, first topic is, how do we find inspiration? Well, actually, before that, let's see what the actual definition of inspiration is, and then what it means to me, and then, everybody might have a little bit different take on it, but let's go through the process. So, inspiration is the process of being mentally stimulated to do or feel something, especially to do something creative. So, that is what the dictionary has to say about inspiration, but every single person defines inspiration as something different. For example, for me, inspiration just means when I get that burst of creativity, that little, feeling where I can just tackle any project that I have in front of me. Then I have a feeling that I can do anything in the world and actually do something amazing with it. That is what inspiration is to me. What is it to you? Leave it in the comments. I would love to know what your definition of, inspiration is. Well, let's see. How do we find inspiration? Well, it's pretty simple. You normally find inspiration with the things that you love in this world. Some people find it from reading. Some people find it from interacting with other human beings. Some people, like parents, find a lot of inspiration from their kids, from their family interactions, from what happens in their life. Some athletes find it in their sport. Some people just like movies a lot, comics, anything like that. Pretty much you can find inspiration in a lot of places. But how do you find the one thing that inspires you? If you have never actually set forth and try to find the answer to this question, let's try to take a couple different approaches to it, Try to pinpoint the top 5 things that you love doing, period. It could be eating, it could be cooking, it could be cleaning, it could be anything really. It could be clipping your nails for all intents and purposes. So try to pinpoint the top 5 things that you like and try to create something based on that. Maybe your creativity comes because you work with your hands and you want to be able to create something with your hands. Sometimes it comes from just doodling at a coffee shop and just seeing so many people around you and trying to figure out what their lives are. Or, sometimes it's just watching YouTube videos with other people that try to inspire others, aka people like me, Ross Draws or other people like that. So that's a very good place to start. Try to pinpoint the top, 5 to 10 things that you really love, and then just focus on doing that if you don't feel inspired. Odds are, by the end of it, you'll feel inspired to do something. And hopefully it's something creative. And if you're looking particularly to getting inspiration on how to draw, normally seeing other people draw around you is really, really cool. So let's transition to, where do you find inspiration? Honestly, I think that finding inspiration is a little hard if you don't have creative people around you. So the first thing that you have to do is find other people that love doing the creative stuff that you like to do. So see if there's any groups around you. There's apps like Meetup or, social groups on Facebook and stuff like that, where you can actually get together with people that do the same thing you do. I know a lot of us are introverts. A lot of us do not like being around other people. And a lot of us don't enjoy being around other people while we create. We're very solitary creatures and we like our own time and doing things our own schedule, and we don't like to be judged. But I have found that if you actually break through that and you give it a chance and you actually try to, go out and be around people that are very like-minded, you'll see that they're more accepting than you might possibly think, because they think like you, they see things like you, and they might not be exact copies of you, but you will find that these people will love having you around. It will not be detrimental to you. You won't even find it draining, because it's just going to be an amazing time with people that have everything in common with you. So I suggest that you guys try to find some groups that like doing what you like, be it painting, be it sculpting, be it drawing in general, even just sketching, or maybe just drinking some beers and having an awesome time with different artistic people. Just try to be around as many creative people as you can, and those people alone will inspire you to be better. If you're a competitive person, even more so, because you're going to be around people that are better than you. There's always somebody better than you. And if you're the top person, then maybe you can actually show people, you can teach people and help them, and then that will inspire you as well. So besides from how to find it and where to find it, how do you keep it going? How do you make sure that this inspiration doesn't go away? Well, it's pretty simple. You have to keep creating. If you keep creating and you have a goal in mind, let's just say that creating for just creating's sake is going to drain you. But if you're creating in order to achieve a goal, that inspiration is going to flow like a river. And I hope you guys can understand the slight differences between those two ways of going about it. One is just imagine you're just sitting in your sketchbook and you're just drawing anything that's around you. You're just drawing. And that's good because you can put a lot of hours into drawing, but eventually you're just going to get tired of it. Now, if you sit down and you're like, okay, all right, Rod, today I'm going to create a new character and I'm going to give it its own personality and I'm going to come up with a story for him and it's going to be awesome. And then I'm going to decide on everything about him. I'm going to decide what he likes, what he doesn't like, what he looks like, what colors he is, and all that stuff. I can sit down and design a character for 3 days in a row and I would never get tired of it because I'm just creating with a goal in mind. Maybe it's animation. Maybe you're an animation student and you really have wanted to nail down a scene. Well, if you have that goal in mind, you can just sit down and just hammer it out until you get the most amazing scene possible. Same thing with storyboarding. Same thing with maybe it's painting. Maybe you've always wanted to do stippling, or maybe you always wanted to get like a Van Gogh effect or anything like that. Sit down with a purpose and that energy will never go away. Just come up with different purposes for every single time you sit down, and you will never regret actually doing it. You will keep on going constantly and you will see that you're more productive. You're going to find that you're not going to run out of things to do and you're not going to get bored. So, next step up is obviously, what do you do when you do lose that inspiration? When you feel like you're just right there and like you're being blocked by something. Maybe it's depression, maybe it's sadness, maybe it's anger, maybe you're just really happy and you just don't know what to do. Like you seriously just well, I'm in a good place. Like, why do I need to push through? And for example, that's a little weird one, but that's where I find myself right now. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that in a little bit, but how do you push through bad times? Well, I made a whole video on just art block alone, but my true answer to this, and very simple, is have people around you that look up to you as well. Not necessarily because you're better, not necessarily or any of that. Just people that help you push through. People that are very supportive. In this case, maybe it's family, maybe it's friends, maybe it's coworkers. Maybe it's a girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife. It could be anything. It could even be your puppy. It can be anybody that you actually just genuinely want to make proud. So you find a little bit more drive in order to make them happy. This sounds really counterproductive. Honestly, you should be doing everything for yourself. But to me, that's the best way to go about it. If I feel like I'm making someone proud, if I feel like I'm making someone happy, then I push through. And then even if I'm sad, I still create. Honestly, all you guys following me on YouTube, on Instagram, and all these different social medias, and sending me nice messages, warm messages, kind messages almost every single day makes me want to create more stuff for you. It makes me find a way to actually be able to do my things while I still, finish my work, and I do like work on the side to be able to afford living and doing this. But it actually drives me to be able to want to do more. You guys keep me inspired. All you guys that are listening to this, if you're still there, all of you are my inspiration. I love you guys for that. Every single one of you guys, even the people that dislike my, videos, it doesn't matter. Like, I know that you guys are watching, and that makes me really happy. So you guys are amazing, and that's what inspires me. So, other things that I have found that inspire me are stories. Like, I love movies. Like, I go to the movies at least 3 times a week, most of the time. And another thing that inspires me a lot is people in my life. Like, my girlfriend right now is very, very heavy inspiration in what I do. And you guys would probably notice if you guys follow me on Instagram, like almost every other drawing is based on something from her. So it might get a little corny, but honestly, it doesn't matter for me. Like, I'm creating something that makes me happy, and I'm showing my emotions through it. So therefore, I'm happy with it. And I hope that you guys are too. Obviously, those are just a few things that inspire me and have helped me push through whenever even things get really bad. But there's countless things around me. Like, I love cycling, I love exercising, and that keeps my motivation up. It keeps my energy up, and it keeps everything that I do really, really consistently positive. And I try to stay away from negative stuff. I try to avoid drama like it's the plague. And I remove people in my life that are toxic. So I actually take a lot of preventive measures to make sure that I don't drop down and I still do from time to time. It's kind of hard to not fall into those holes. But you'll find that the more you try, the more it's going to be easy for you to be able to push through when those situations happen, especially if you keep all these little steps in mind. Make sure to eat healthy, make sure to exercise once in a while, because we often tend to sit down and just be sitting on our butts for like countless hours at a time. Eat as healthy as you can. I'm not a vegan or vegetarian or anything like that, but just make sure to not eat just junk food all the time, and it'll make you health better. Make sure to sleep properly if you can. I personally only sleep about 4 hours a night, but I'm trying to actually put like little naps into my schedule so I can fix that as well. All these little steps will help you guys out, and hopefully you guys take these tips into consideration, and hopefully they help out, and hope Lord Voldemort comes out pretty cool for you guys, so you guys enjoyed the video as well as the audio. And I will probably cut the video now, so I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Later. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. If you guys want to see some more artwork or sketchbook tours or anything like that from me, click to the links on the left and to the right. And if you guys want to come follow me on Patreon as well, the link is in the middle. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.